Hey, good morning everyone. We're here for day 4 on our project helping out TSB and Paul bring this vision to life. What a grandiose project this is. It's just fantastic. I left the guys with some advice on what to do without me here, and one of the coolest things for a teacher to come back to is that they took that advice and they listened and they did it the way I had asked. So how awesome is that? They've been listening to all the advice I have to offer. They were able to execute a plan without me here. Everyone was remained safe. Awesome. Right now we focus on intake bay, how we're gonna set that, where that determines our water line. So that's a huge thing, right? A lot of people haven't been able to do these huge projects before. These guys have done a lot of those acreage ponds, but they haven't done an intake bay. So when it comes to doing something like this and intricate, I asked that we wait until I can get here just to help make sure it's done the right way. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna focus on the real detailed, intricate thing that is gonna take a little bit of time, but once that's done, we gotta move over onto the waterfall, and then we gotta start really coming together with the plan and how this is all gonna finalize. And then, man, this is huge. I am really excited. It's time to get to work. Right now the guys are just really regrading everything so that when this is regraded, now we know how this is approaching. You know, we're starting to get to where our water line's at. We're starting to get to where we need this dirt to end up being at. And that's a big part of that intake bay, is we really need to have this soil really in a good spot so that we're carving in our intake bay into that, and we know how all this soil is going to be playing out above it. So I'm excited. We got the hyperlapse going, so you've been able to watch us go on that back and forth and back and forth. But we're making good progress. It's so fun having all 3 machines going at once. We were making real good dents in that dirt. Now Mark is working on that weir. So this is like the most important part of the pond right there, other than all the rock work and stuff. But this is what's setting that water line. So right now, this is at -12 off of our 0 point. And I know I said that we're setting our water line 6 inches lower than that. Well, I like to set this to have a tolerance. So right now, by setting this at -12, we have a 6-inch tolerance between where water can enter our intake bay and where our water line will be. And then to set our water line, we basically find a spot on the pond where all the water wants to go, and we set that as our low spot and let the water go out as it rains. Oftentimes we'll do that in our intake bay as well. But Mark has been on fire. I asked him to take care of this task so we could work on placing some of the intricate boulders over there, and he has done perfectly, so I appreciate it. Yeah, you are. You were here before me. Like, what was that?
Couldn't have a better teacher.
Oh. No. Thank you. I hope you're having fun too.
Absolute blast.
Great. All right, well, that's gonna do it for my 4th day here on this humongous pond. Man, it's been fun. Our team from TSB today was slaying it. We were just killing it today. A lot of technical things, a lot of figuring and numbers and things we had to really come up with and decide on to get this intake bay set. But man, it is one of the most important parts of a big pond like this. Well, putting in a skimmer is the most important part of any pond, and that's what the intake bay is. It's replacing our skimmer. So we're going to use an intake bay system to skim the pond and to make sure we have enough water flow going through there. So I can't believe how much has gotten done in the amount of time that we've been here. We've placed so many tons of stone, And tomorrow we get to do some even more fun stuff. So we're gonna finish up working on the intake bay, and then we're gonna really start addressing the waterfall and the stuff coming up out of the water, and that's signature. So man, I'm excited. I love what I get to do for a living. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button, tuning in. Make sure to keep on watching, because when we get to the final reveal on this, holy cow, it's gonna be awesome. I can already see it in my head, so that's why I can say that. But that's why people hire me, because of the vision, right? And we want to sync our vision. So if you're thinking about putting in a water feature, we would love the opportunity to earn your business. It doesn't matter where you are. We are local to Minnesota. We have a service area within about 45 minutes of the Prior Lake area. But if you have a water feature request and you like our style, if you like what we're doing, and you happen to be somewhere in the south or anywhere, don't be afraid to call us. The number's 952-454-3101, and we will talk to you about what we can do, when we can do it, and how we're gonna make it happen. Because if we can build a water feature in Arizona, we can build them anywhere. All right, everyone, keep watching. We'll be back tomorrow morning. That's the end of day 4. We'll get to it tomorrow. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's the start of day 2 on our second weekend here in Alma, Wisconsin, and we are helping TSB bring their vision to life with their customer, and my gosh, is this fun. We have been it's kind of become like a friendship more than anything, and that's what's so fun about this over and over and over again, is the water features bring about people who have an appreciation for life, and just really good people who really enjoying their life. And so we've been having a blast getting to know each other and working hard at the same time. Yesterday we had to conquer the elements. Like I said, as we were getting here, it was raining, but man, we got a lot done, even with the weather the way it was. And what I keep saying, and it's true and true and true, is you cannot stop positive attitudes. And my goodness, the positive attitudes were here yesterday, and it was so fun. Right now, Tyler and Mark are working on a dry fit of the intake bay. So it is building ponds is a lot of back and forth. And we want to get that across to people, because to make sure it's done right, you have to go back and forth often. So this guy with the short shorts is getting ready to bring all these over here. I think we have fun together. And now they're just gonna dry fit it, make sure our spacing is right, make sure that the level is where we want it, make sure it all fits. And then we figure out where we're gonna dig in the trench. So we're gonna do a trench, and it's time to get to work. All right, that's gonna do it for the end of day 2 here on our second weekend in Alma, Wisconsin with TSB, helping bring their vision to life. And my goodness, what an awesome day it was. We got so much done. These guys are just on fire. Had an excellent team. We worked about 25, 26 hours in the last 2 days, and these guys had smiles on their faces the whole time. Awesome. Everyone's pretty tired and hungry. We're gonna call it a day. It is Saturday night. We'll be back tomorrow. Keep watching, everyone. Thank you so much, and hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and we will talk to you throughout the rest of the episode, which is tomorrow. All right, bye-bye. How are thee? Well, I'm filled with glee because it's the start of day 3 on weekend number 2, TSB project, Alma, Wisconsin. All right, things are going great. We've got a lot of detail things today. Before we're out of here about 6 o'clock, we're gonna call it quits. It's been a great weekend. By the time we're done here, it'll have been a good solid 32, 33 hours of working, so awesome. So we've got our jet system in. One of the things that's really important with this is dissolved oxygen content. You really wanna make sure that you're bringing oxygen to the deep ends of the pond. So we ran our 1.5-inch lines here. And what's really fun is when you're setting this, before you start filling in cracks, look how we got our lights in different places. We want to make sure we're putting our lights in before we start hiding the liner and filling in all our gaps and V's, so that you're hiding all that at the same time. Got our plumbing going from all the way down our deep wall, spitting out there. We're gonna have 2 jets, one going this way. Well, they're both gonna be turning this way, but in different spots. About the halfway point, so we're really turning this water, and so that water turns and makes its way up, and the current gets swept over into the intake bay. There's Mr. Mark. Just Gotta give a huge thumbs up to the TSB crew. Man, it's a Sunday. They were here ready to work and good attitudes. And they have just really cared about the details and making sure that things are done right. That guy Mitch over there is a super hardworking man, and he just doesn't stop. Dalton's a police officer out of Red Wing, who's Tyler's brother. He's helping us here today. And then we've got Mark running the machine, and our homeowner, who's just as equally hardworking as everybody else. Man, what a fun project. We're gonna get to work though. So that's going to do it for the end of our second weekend here in Alma, Wisconsin as a consultant. Just doing my best to help bring visions to life. These guys have been awesome. Any kind of tool we've requested, they've gotten it within a timely manner. We've got our machines running at top notch. I've never had to even fill them with gas. We didn't have to stop the job site once to fill anything with gas. They've been coming early in the morning to grease the machines as well. Right now, Mitch is in the background, not stopping working. He's cleaning up, and he's even organizing our tools, making sure they're put away so that I don't forget something of mine. How cool is that? He cares enough about me from just spending a couple days with us. So this team is awesome. They care very much about the product. They care very much about their client. And man, I can't wait to just bring this to life and show you what the vision was and how we brought it to life. A lot of work, but man, we're doing it and having a good time at the same time. So thank you for joining us. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. I am Nick, the Pond King with Pond King Water Gardens. This time you're getting to see me as an expert consultant, but I want you to keep watching because my team is very talented and they are just stepping up their game every single project, and it is really fun to watch. My goal as a teacher is to be able to set these people free so that when I'm not here, they can continue working and making their vision happen. And it was really fun to come back for a second weekend and see that happen. So I get a third weekend with these guys. I'm really excited, so stay tuned because there's gonna be a whole nother episode. And I think we're gonna get to that final reveal in that third episode. Huge project. I can't wait to show you. And the homeowner has some really cool ideas with moving some mature trees down here with a spade truck. So you're going to want to stay tuned. You're going to want to see this when it's complete because, man, it is just going to look fantastic. I love my job, and we will see you next week. Thanks for joining us. Sponsored by Pond King Water Gardens. Living works of art, 1 yard at a time.